All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into the nitty gritty, and we're going to be taking our first look at nines in the game. We're going to be talking about it a little bit, and the Dancing Luna that is on the left, but that's going to come later on in the video. As you can see, this double stacked whipped cream topping of a lady, the Descendant, that is coming out later in next year for the season 2. 3, whatever. I don't know what they're naming these things anymore. But she comes out with these electrifying cheeks. I mean, these electrifying balls of lightning in her repertoire. And she is double stacked in the front and packed in the back. A Nines is coming as an electrical descendant to add to the foyer of other electrical descendants that we have in the game, which includes the infamous Bunny. So how is she going to add into the gameplay? I think she's going to be way better than Ultimate Sharon, but I digress. We have some major issues in season 2 on the hot fix that is coming up. So there was a quick patch that came out before this video, and they addressed some things in that hot fix with another hot fix coming later on. So you can pause the video at any time to read these, but these are just some overall bug fixes and some quick tweaks to the kit that is the overall First Descendant. One of the major updates that we got going on here is that they fixed the Void Vessel battle rewards. When you finish it, you have an all Keelan and you have an all dog. Previously, before, in my experience, it would be like all Keelan or all dog, and that kind of just didn't. You can like run the mission multiple times and not even get a chance to get to Keelan for those rewards. So that's a good change up there. They fixed some things with the anamorphic pattern farming when doing these special operations. Only in 200%. They're not at 400% yet, so they're kind of not relevant at the moment. Again, you can pause the video at any time if something pops up on screen that you would like to read, but I'm just going to keep going through this as everything here is kind of like a maintenance type of like, this is what it does do, this is what it don't do, this is what it works with, this is not what it works with, and it's a lot to read, and I don't want to read that verbatim for you guys. I just want to give you the meat and potatoes so you're not sitting here listening to me the whole time. Some keynote features here. We got a UI update here with the access info page. The targeted items located on the left can be added and subtracted. You can now see them on the access info screen. Before, you had to hold on PlayStation, you had to hold like the R2 button, pop up a window, go into a window to go inside of a window. They're really trying to eliminate you going inside of a window but we are going to talk about how to use the targeting item system in the game, which is currently going into a window to go into a window. So hopefully they clean this up. Anything that you see on the far left side of the acquisition info page, right now you'll see the folders, right? The little folder icon that's located there, the little white folder box. You're going to go into that folder, and in that folder will have how you access what you can target. Now, the little info dot up there, if it's always been up there, I've never really looked at it, but it has some good info in there of where the anamorphic pattern comes from, who it drops from, and what the boss you have to beat to get that reward. So once we go inside the folder, we can now see that the anamorphic pattern number 92 is set as a targeted reward. Again, they're trying to eliminate these folders inside of folders, so hopefully there's more cleanup in the UI as time progresses, but the developers are doing an excellent job at cleaning up these folders. With these updates, I can see that the UI is getting cleaner, things are getting a lot smoother, and access to what we need is becoming more prevalent. They've changed some of these defensive missions, so now there's hard defensive missions, and in these hard defensive missions, there's 2 up at a time. Now, you're going to have to play these hard missions in order to get the quantum energy that you need for leveling up your reactor, which we will get into in a little bit. As you can see that they have overhauled some of the special operational missions with code breakers, position code analyzers, and stuff like that. No more random farming for in the Rockfall area, going around in circles. I never got precision code breakers from that area anyway, so I'm glad to see that this is a welcome change, as ETA 0 would show up every time and I'd be really hunting down those precision code breakers and trying to feed that energy into ETA 0 in order to get those precision code breakers, because it is a great way to get Kuiper and to get the Enzo Transcendent mod, which they fixed, but we're not going to get into that. But it is another way to get loads and loads of Kuiper with almost zero effort, just playing Enzo, going out there using the precision code breakers. Now, when the 400% get added to the pool, I can see this being used a lot more, because more in-game grind, more in-game persons are going to be using those 400% in order to level up their characters, level up the new Ultimate Descendants that they get, and getting the anamorphic patterns that they want, that they're going to get 2 of those at a time, and actually grind out the weapons and the descendant materials and energy activators and so on and so forth, that you really want to grind out with a 400%er. Now, I wish that they would take some of the older anamorphic patterns and kind of either level them up or something like that, because some of that stuff in the earlier game is hard to grind. Now, with the Void Abyss new Void Battle, the hardest difficulty in the game, you can do it solo, you can do it with a group. Now, right now, I don't feel like the rewards is there. You're going to beat this guy, you're going to get some currency in order to go over to a 9, so which we're going to touch on in a little bit, and trade that in for a in-game cosmetic for that particular character that you want to put on this fat flame suit. Now, I think they could have did a better job with it. It could have been cooler with the male people. It could have been sexier for the female people, and that's what we're looking for. We got this goofy, fat, submarine looking thing, so it's kind of not really not my cup of tea. Now, Anniance seems to be the event shop giver. Good thing they didn't stick this with ETA 0 or anything like that on some time limit, but you're going to be getting up these tokens in this event, the purple and the gold and the silver tokens, and if you have all the characters, they're not giving out any Ultimate Descendants here. You're probably going to use that for gold and Kuiper and whatever else like you really need. Some of the other Descendants can be kind of annoying to grind out. Eugen, SMO. Let me think. Sometimes Sharon, I guess, with 20%, but it's, Ultimate Sharon's out now, so she's an easy grind, so you don't even need regular Sharon. Now, with the purple tokens, if you're doing the logins every day, you're going to be getting the purple tokens, and these purple tokens mainly should be used to get the boosters, to get some blueprints that you don't own. I really wouldn't spend them on the Transcendent modules, unless you're really hurting to get that Transcendent module, I suppose. I mean, it's dealer's choice. You pick whatever you want, but I'm going to spend my currency on the boosters, and I've already purchased the energy activators and the crystallization catalyst. They're just giving a lot of things away for free here when it comes to the Christmas, December holiday spirit for the developers of the First Descendant. Now, they have moved over the experience gains, weapon gains, Kuiper, gold, to the consumables tab, which is great. So you can use them at your leisure. I guess I don't know. You can use them whenever you want to. So when you have time to pop it, you can pop it and then play. Now, there's some other things that they have updated in the game. Just in case you really don't go to this part of the screen, every little like teleport in, teleport out that was once attached to Ultimate Descendants or attached to a specific character can now be used with any character, and you can tailor a character spawn animations in. So like, I want Blair to do the fire, I don't want Bunny to do the fire. Like before, you could just put on one spawn and then that's what you got for all your characters. It was kind of weird, but hopefully they're this is going to make them more money in the end, because when they add in cool ice animations and like a cool first aid thing for Eugen, I'm going to get all that, So for the whales out there, looking forward to that. Now, the Battle Pass has got a majorly good update. Now, not everything is sunshine and rainbows over here, but what we do have coming down this battle pass is that you get the emotes, you get some good skins, you get some skins for some of those ultimate weapons in the game, you get some good chest attachments there, you get some Kuiper, some caliber, so that's not bad there, but also you're getting way more of that weird currency, right? The one that with the purple diamond, you get way more of those. You get better skins, and they're not the best skins, but they are for ultimate weapons, so that's good. You get the energy activator. They put that on the track, so they didn't have to add it at the end like they did before in the previous season. They kind of tacked it on at the end to give you that, and they do have some good overall like things to gather when it comes to this battle pass. Like it's you're getting bang for your buck here with the battle pass having the ultimate skins, and with it actually having some noteworthy weapons getting some skins, like the vestigial organ. Like that's a glay weapon that you're going to use all the time. You take that into Molten Fortress if you're not playing Haley, and even the Afterglow sword, even if you did play Haley, I mean that's got a skin there too. You're probably using Piercing Light, but not everyone has Piercing Light. More people have the Afterglow sword probably than the Piercing Light, unless you're a dedicated Haley main and grinded that out. And Freyna got a little cute hairstyle here that can be used with her ultimate version in order to take that mask off her face. And a lot of people are looking forward to taking that mask off and showing Freyna in all her glory. You know, having her in her new outfit while having her face being revealed, because a lot of people want to look at Freyna. Now, this new bonus shop has been it's been updated, but it's been nerfed a bit. The precision code breakers and all these code breakers are very, very expensive on that track. I don't know why they didn't get rid of the old stuff that was in there and replace the new stuff's prices with the old prices. It's kind of weird. The battle supply shop, I know there's so many shops, but I feel like they're a bit harder to acquire these items here. You really have to dig into the game to find the challenges that will reward you with these silver tokens in order to get the battle supply shop. Most people just do these things like while playing the game, so you're not really seeing that you're actively doing it. But the challenges for the season that reward you these special battle supply shop tokens aren't really like prevalent. They're not really in your face. Hey, if you do this, this is what you'll get. I feel like for the week, for the ones that actually give you the silver tokens, you should be able to hold the options button, and then that pops up on your event screen. Hey, you have these 4 missions to do this week in order to get these silver tokens. Now, I mean, most of y'all are probably going to say, hey, you can just click on the challenges and then put that on your UI screen so you can rotate it over. I don't know who's using that. Who's rotating the menu out and pushing right and left on the D-pad and doing all that. If it ain't really just popping out to us, like it took a lot of people a long time to find the event tab, right? There had to be YouTube videos on how to find the event tab that an event was going on. But I digress. Now we get into the regular shop. Now the shop with the golden thumbs up, these are really, really popular. I am in the popular section, and you can see that there are some discounts here. So some things are going to be discounted, and Ultimate Valby is getting a evolutionary skin. What this evolutionary skin actually does to Valby, it doesn't make her more revealing. I don't know if anybody really wants that for Valby. I mean, she does have a bathing suit outfit in the game already. It adds some edges to her elbows and some little fins to her hips. I don't understand what they were going for with the Ultimate Valby evolutionary skin. I feel like it could have had a little bit more flair. It could have had more aqua at, like, if her headpiece on the evolutionary skin actually got to the final stage of that evolutionary skin, I feel like that you like having like a shark fin on her back, or giving her some type of aquatic headgear, like, I don't know, like Shy Lily, you know what I mean? If you don't know who Shy Lily is, go ahead and look that up. Now, there are some exclusive things that you can get in the shop that only come from purchasing bundles. You can't like a la carte it right now. I know they said that they were bringing some things a la carte, but there's some things that you can't get a la carte. If you can get this a la carte, I haven't seen it. If you guys leave it in the comment section below, if y'all have seen that Thunder Cage skin that comes with Bunny, or that Afterglow sword. I mean, that Piercing Light skin that comes with the Haley skin. If you guys have seen that, let me know if it's purchasable a la carte. I can see this sharing Shadow Commander costume being a point of contention for a lot of people, as it is covering up the goods in the back. We had that issue with the Nun outfit, and for anybody who buys the Sharon skin, hopefully they remove that flap in the back. Now, you know, Kyle, Viessa, Esimo, they all got some new skins. Viessa's always fully covered, and I really like this about the Viessa skin. She's way more tactical, looks very, very good in all of her outfits, even though it's not as revealing. Not everything in the game has to be revealing. And Esimo's skin right there looks very badass with the whole Russian jacket look going on. Now, the Jaber thing, the Jaber got a new skin. Who cares about Jaber? Not really many people. Jaber got an already cool skin that came out way before. It looks like a ninja or something like that. But is that his playstyle? Is he a ninja? I mean, Sharon isn't even a ninja, so why would Jaber be of the ninja type? Kyle got another skin, but it kind of looks like his other skins. I like him more in the colossal form. Now, the growth support packs that are here, these were discounted when I did buy these. I don't know if they're still discounted, but you're going to get more bang for your buck here with this bundle. You're getting a lot of crystallization catalysts if you have the caliber for it. So this is speaking to the whales out there. And this is going to give you more energy activators, right? You can get 2 energy activators that almost costs for the price of one. You get some XP, weapon, descendant slots, equipment slots, and all that. Now, the last pack I didn't see that was really much value. That's why I didn't purchase it. But the other ones are a no-brainer. For the original price, I definitely would not buy that. But for the discounted price, I think it was down to like 1,300 caliber and 1,200 caliber, respectively, for either pack. So picking those up on the discount, probably the discount's going to last all of December. But I mean, if you don't got the funds, you don't got the funds for it. But that part was mainly for the whales out there who want to get everything in the game as cheaply as possible with the most value for your efforts, right? You know, you spend time at work, so why not put money into the game if you want to? Now, we have some updates with the modules. The combination of modules can now be surpassed from the 4. You can now click on an abundance of them, and it will automatically keep converting those combined modules into combined modules. Or you can just hit the select all button, and when you view your duplicates like you would if you were dismantling them all, and then you can either auto select or you can select all of those duplicates and then transform them into, and then combine them all into modules, right? So they're really cleaning up the game here when it comes to ease of access and ease of use when we do these tedious tasks that we have to do either for a challenge or just to empty out the inventory for the modules, because when you stop picking up modules, that means you're full on modules. You probably have a whole bunch of blue tone fuzz and shock punches in there that's really just taking up a lot of your inventory space that you need to get rid of. Combine them, dismantle them, do whatever, but they need to get out of your inventory. Now, combining blue modules, for the sake of the video, I did all this, but I should have dismantled all those blue modules before I did this part, so shame on me. Combining all the modules that are in your repertoire has been a real tedious task, so I'm glad that they did add this into the game, combining all the modules, selecting all, auto-selecting, or leaving it up to you to click and pick and choose what you want, because you may not want to combine all the modules. You may want a lower level module to put on a new character in order to try it out, right? You got a maxed out Nimble Fingers. You don't want to put, you can't put that on a brand new character. It's going to take up all your energy. I digress. Now, the reactor enhancement part for the video. Now, the reactor enhancement's got a little bit of update. You can now go up to 5, but it's going to cost you these new dimension analyzers, which you need the quantum incubator for. I told you we're going to come back to that quantum energy, and you get that from the hard missions of the infiltration, not infiltrations, but the special operation hard missions. You're going to get that currency there. So if you want to level up your reactor, it's going to take a lot more effort and a lot more playtime to get that reactor up to only increase your skill power by a little bit, right? I'm thinking it's about 10%. So you do all this effort to get another 10% bump. I don't think it should have been like a little 10% bump, but whatever. They did convert over like Fallen Hope and Clairvoyance and Enduring Legacy, all those mounting groups into assault rifle, scout rifle, machine gun mounting, and then you can replace the 2 on the reactor, but you can't replace the main on the reactor. So the reactor stuff is getting there, but it's not quite there yet. What we are looking for in a later update, they've already stated that they're going to be taking like electrical power boost off of like a flame reactor. Like, why would you want to, what, you pick up a flame reactor, you're like, oh, what did I get? Oh, it's plus 2,000 to fire damage on a chill booster. Like, that's just a pain thinking that you got what you want. But your other one is like plus 2,000 damage to Colossi, maxed out gold. And you're like, oh. Now, in order to get these ion accelerators to level up your stuff, it is going to take you 100,000 of these solenoids. And how do you get solenoids, you may be wondering? Well, the acquisition info tells us that while completing some void fusion reactors or doing some void fragment missions, you will be able to get these solenoids in like 276 or 270 increments. But is that enough? Because you need 100,000 to make 2,000 of those to bump up your reactor just a little bit. Or you scroll all the way down and it says you can get them from dismantling reactors. Maybe that's how we all got solenoids, is by dismantling just a whole bunch of reactors. But if that was the case, we would all be swimming in solenoids, because when I go to my reactor and I pick a reactor that I don't want and I hit the mark as junk button and then I dismantle that junk and I say, yes, dismantle that junk, I don't get any solenoids. So is there a chance of getting solenoids? Because if that's the case, it shouldn't be the case. So now let's try this again. If it's a chance, what is the gamba? If I am to go into an ice, and I'm going to research this again because I don't think that I've seen it right. Now, in order to get solenoids, I need to dismantle a standard reactor, a rare reactor, or an ultimate reactor. Well, all I have mainly is ultimate reactors. Okay, let's try this one more again. I'm going to go into my reactor. I'm going to pick one that I don't want, right? It's got that electrical skill power boost on a chill reactor. And then I claim that I want to dismantle it. Well, let's go. Let's dismantle it and let's see what we'll get. Is the gamba on my side? No. I dismantle it again and I get no solenoids. So what is happening with the solenoids here? Why aren't we getting them? Is that a bug? Are they going to fix it? Who knows? All right, last but not least, let's wrap up the video talking about the dancing Luna playing the bongos. Now, we do have some people in the world out there on the worldwide interweb saying that the First Descendant is becoming soft core, or it is soft core. Now, Stellar Blade, if you've played that, they actually have a skin suit that is way more revealing than anything I've ever seen in the First Descendant, but I digress. Jiggle physics are coming into the game, I want to say in January. They may have said February. Correct me in the comment section below if I am wrong on that. They are looking to tweak up Jaber and Valby, so look forward to those updates coming out next year, in the first half of next year, January, February. Again, they seem to be following some type of roadmap, but with the holidays and people taking time off and then getting back on schedule, people coming back into the office, you know how those things work out. So seems like production is going to ramp up really in January, probably mid-January, popping these other things out, getting things ready in December, finishing them up at the beginning half of January, launching them in the second half of January, so that everything can be on the road for the February update, which introduces a lot more things into the game. And I want to say Anniance is coming out during then. So for those who wanted to jiggle physics and those who wanted an actual Valby that actually works with her kit, because right now she don't really work with her kit, I don't think. Look forward to those next year. Wait patiently. So that is going to do it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the Dancing Luna and the updates that I got with the updates so far in the First Descendant that have come out in all this time that a whole bunch of people put a lot of videos out on, and me who have put out this one video trying to cram everything in one shot. So go ahead, like, share, and subscribe if you like this type of content, and I will try to put chapters in this video so that you can skip around if you want. But when I do describe as I describe it in the video, it's kind of like a full stretch. So even when I do put in the chapters, it's just going to be me continuing talking from one point to the next until I digress into the next one. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.